Less than 1% of the population has run a marathon in the last 20 years. Running a marathon has always been one of my personal achievements, and I didn't want to wait until next year. I always like challenging myself physically and mentally. As humans, we often wait for the right time, but I believe we have to create that right time. So I decided to just sign up and gave myself only 2 months to train. I've always played basketball my whole life, so running wasn't new to me, but running long distance was something I've never done. Completing 42.2 kilometers was completely a new challenge for me. Preparing for it wasn't too hard since basketball involves a lot of running, but long distance running requires a different level of endurance. This is what my training calendar looked like. I always try to get in one long run each week to get my body used to the long distance. You can find ideas on YouTube or any other platform about how to prepare for a marathon. I didn't prepare enough for this race, but I'm just glad I was still able and managed to complete the race. When race day came, the race started at 8 a.m. and it was a very cool morning, which was perfect. But the weather forecast was 35 degrees on that day. When the clock went on, approached 11 a.m., the temperature started rising and it was around 34 degrees. By the time I reached 30 kilometers, I started feeling the cramps on my legs. No matter how much water I drank, I couldn't cool down because of the heat. This part of the race is where most people experience cramps, fatigue, and other muscle pain. I had to alternate between walking and running to push through. I'm incredibly grateful for people of Regina who had their garden hoses out to cool runners down. It made a huge difference in such a hot day. After 5 hours of running, I finally crossed the finish line of my first marathon. It was an incredible feeling to complete the race, but shortly after crossing the line, I started feeling strange. I was lightheaded and nearly passed out as the temperature had climbed 35 degrees. The cramps I experienced were the worst I've ever had in my life. I'm so thankful my family was there at the finish line. They helped me cool down by putting ice on my head and my neck. Their support was crucial in helping me recover from the heat and the muscle pains. Despite the heat, the cramps, and the moments I wanted to stop, I'm so glad I was able to complete my first marathon. It was one of the best experiences of 2024, and I'll never forget it. For anyone thinking about running a marathon, my advice is to train well, embrace the challenges, and push through when it gets tough. If I could do it with just 2 months of training, I believe you can too. So enjoy the journey, guys, and good luck.
Jeff Grant.